I'm pretty sure just about all of this content will be thrown away. So what we have here was an almost working Timex Sinclair 1000. I say almost working because it had issues prior to me getting to it. But my thought was, you know what? I'm smart. I'm going to go on the interwebs. I'm going to find out how to make a composite mod for this because obviously it's real simple. I downloaded the real simple manual and instructions on how to do it. It don't work.
Now, Timex brings the power of the computer within reach of more people than ever before. Introducing the Timex Sinclair 1000.
Hey, welcome back to the Timex Sinclair 1000 repair video. Today I am going to be soldering the composite mod together. And hopefully it will work when I get done. My instructions for this are basically non-existent. I mean, it is simple. Solder things in there, hook it up, but I did see somewhere that with certain ULAs I don't need to use the 555. Get it over here in the focus. Use the 555 timer, so good thing it comes with a socket. So what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to solder everything in here and cross my fingers. I'll play some little background music here because I myself am going to listen to some music while I'm doing it. And I'll fast forward to it. Alright, so we got that done. Everything's assembled. I was worried, how am I going to hook this up to the ZX81? And then I realized that it actually, and it's hard to see it, but it actually does tell me this. So I got to write it down. So green is plus 5 volt. Red is ULA pin 16, correct? Yes. And yellow is video out. So I'm assuming ground is just these ground planes here. It doesn't show a ground anywhere, so I'm assuming that's got to be ground. Where is ground? Yeah, I'm not seeing any ground anywhere. There's got to be a ground somewhere. This has to be the ground. Strangely, I don't see that touching anything. Oh, yeah, it does. It touches the outside. Or, yeah, I don't see anything like that. So we're gonna figure that one out. Let's clean up my mess here, and then we'll get the Timex Sinclair 1000. Now, assembling was pretty easy because it told me where everything went. So I really didn't need that at all. All right, so here it is. So let's clean up the mess I made here. The 555 has to have a ground pin, right? Yeah, okay, that is ground, because, yeah, I can see it right there, the ground pin right there going out to that. So that is ground. Let's make sure nothing is touching ground here. My little wires, I'm just making sure it's not touching ground anywhere. Okay, so eventually what this is going to do is it's going to go in here. But I don't know where pin 16 from the ULA is coming from. I guess I could probably count it off and try to chase it down. Okay, I'm going to pause the camera here, and I'm going to try to figure out which one is pin 16 of the ULA. Okay, so I found some instructions on how to hook it up. So I'm going to do that right now. I do need to have a ground, so I'm going to solder ground onto this one. I do believe that right there is my ground. I'm going to see. All right, let's get my multimeter and do some continuity testing and see if that is actually the ground. I'm pretty sure it is. All right. Yeah, that's the ground. Okay, so that pin right there, which is either pin 1 or pin 8 of the 555 timer, is the ground. I might be able to just wire a ground onto that. Let me try that first. Solder a ground onto one of these ground planes. I'll try that first. Let me get a wire. Wire's kind of thick. I wonder if it should do something different. Well, let's give it a shot. It ain't gonna hurt it. That I know. Let's put you over here. Put you right here. I want to see let's see if I can get a blob of solder to stick to this one up here. Is not touching anything. There we go. All right, now we got a ground. Alrighty now. Now, let's see. I'm looking for a screwdriver and I'm finding a million Phillips. There we go. I want to pop this wire thing out right here. Now remembering how we went through here, yellow stays inside the... Now the other thing I need to do too is I got a lot of wires down here, so I'm going to need to have something underneath here to stop it from grounding out. Otherwise I'm basically going to ground out and destroy everything. And you know what? I'm not even fitting in there. What the heck? Do you want to put it inside? I could do that. This right here is in the way. Unless maybe if I change directions. Or what if I go this way? Oh, I could do that. That works. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Let's do that. Okay. So I'm going to go that way. So red and green are going to go out. Red is, yeah, I didn't write down what red was for. Red is for that one. So which one goes to ULA 16? UK 2, which is right there. I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but UK 2 is one of those pins in there. And I'm going to have to connect to that. We got UK 2 and 3. I need to go to UK 2. Can I get if I try to put a pin header on that? Or at least even a wire? UK 2 and USA 2 are right next to each other. Can I? I'm going to pause this while I try to find something to work with here. Okay, so what I've got here is I took pin headers and I'm trimming some off. And I'm going to see if I can. And I'm telling you right now I can't. I can automatically see I can't. Do I just want to remove this? Let's remove this right now. I can do that. I'm going to remove this can so I have access to things. Alright, so I just spent a couple minutes going through my totes trying to find my solder sucker, which I just used a few days ago and I can't find anywhere, which means tomorrow I will find it. So I'm going to have to do it the hard way. Trying to get the solder out, but I guess that's okay. I don't need to get the solder out now. But now I can access this. I'm pretty sure just about all of this content will be thrown away. Yeah, I need my solder sucker. I gotta stop this and find it. And look what I found. I found it. I go look, first thing I move, there it was. It wasn't in any of the totes. Dummy me. Okay. So I want to suck these things. Keep saying the word suck, Millie. I'm going to suck these things empty. There. Now it's nice and empty. Let's do it with the other one I got to use too. Actually, I got to use 3 of them. FR3 is ground, but I can just use the case for the ground too. So I'm not going to clear that one out, but now I should have those 2 are emptied out, right? Yep. Okay, now I'm going to take my pin headers. Okay, now I got them in there. Let me just put a little drop of solder on just to make sure that they're good. I've never claimed to be a perfect soldering person when it comes to computer PCBs. That thing just almost dropped out on me when I did that. Still don't want to go in. Well, we're going to make it go in. I'm going to file this excess solder out of the way. So it fits in the hole. Now it will go in the hole, I hope. Okay, so now we got the can back in there. We got these pin headers here, and you know, I probably should have just hooked these wires up while I had them out, but you know what I could do? I got an idea. I'm going to use these because I have to hook up. Let's see, who's going to UK is orange. Well, it's not orange in this one. UK. Oh, I know which one that is. UK2 is ULA, so red goes to the ULA. Red goes to UK2. So what I can do is I can remove these and I can replace them with these. Red and green. Green goes to the 5 volts, which is USA2. So yeah, okay. All right, so I know you're like, what the hell are you doing, really? What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the red and green on here, and I'm going to replace it with these here. I'm going to clip off the ends. This way I can just slide them on the pin header, and I don't have to solder. Okay, so now let's rework our color schemes here. We have +5, green, and that says USA2. And then we have ULA, red, and that says UK2. Then we have yellow, which is composite out, which is that. And then black is ground. Okay. And by using these pinhead and these pin headers and the connectors and stuff like that, I made it so I don't have to solder in half the things. So let's see. Okay, well, this one's going to stay out here because I'm going to use that. So let's say green is going to USA 2. So green should come out this one here. Okay, so now that's done. This can go in the can. And then we just have this here, which I have to solder on to the ground, which is right there. So I want to leave some extra lead here. So I'm going to put it in this way, so you know where it's going. It's going right around the back. There. Now I got my ground. I got everything hooked up to where I want it to be. I'm going to put this in just like this. This wire is pretty stiff, so I don't want to break it. You know, I don't have to put it in the can right now. I can just let it hang out loose while I test it, because I have to put that 555 in maybe. So let me shut off, let me clean up, and let me see what we can do. Now this is not encouraging. It's all plugged in. It's got power going to it. I got my cable connected. And I got no signal on the screen over here. None. Zilch. Everything is connected correctly. Now, I do have the 555 in. Let me just verify my cabling over here. Oh! Nope! The cable wasn't in all the way, guys. Here, we're going mobile. Hang on. We're going remote. Look. Sweet! The cable wasn't in all the way. Oh, God. I was just about ready to give up on this. It worked! Yay! Millie is happy. Millie is happy. Woohoo! All right, so there we go. Part 2. Done. We now have composite. I'll clean that up. I'll put it in there the right way. So that's part 2. We have composite mod. And that's very, very clean considering. Very clean. I mean, I got a bunch of RF noise probably coming on, but look at this thing go. Sweet. All right, part 3. We play with the keyboard. Like, subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.